It is Friday, I believe. Is it Friday? Somebody help me with that. Is it Friday today? It is. It is very difficult to keep track of the days right now, but I do believe it is Friday. And with Friday comes coffee talk. And this morning we've got a few things I want to talk to you about. Sometimes we grab our cups of coffee. By the way, I raised mine to you. Sometimes we grab our cups of coffee. I can barely speak this morning. Sometimes we grab our cups of coffee and we come in here and we just kind of, figure out what's going on during the week. We might talk a little 12-year-old baseball. We might talk a little, 16-year-old raising of a child and the trials and tribulations. We might talk about my good buddy Ozzy. We might talk about a lot of things, right? Today we've got something, we've got a few things we probably need to talk about. Listen, I hope every one of you that tunes in here is safe, happy, healthy, and everybody that you know is as well. The chances of that are pretty low right now as more and more people get infected or more people become sick. For those of you that are dealing with this in your personal lives, my heart goes out to you. And on a very serious note, no matter where you're coming from on this topic these days, we're all in this together. I posted something yesterday and created a hashtag called Pause the Politics. It's really easy to take your finger and do this and start blaming other people and telling them that they're wrong, right? I don't know that that's the time that we should be doing that right now, right? So a lot of us are complaining about politics before the COVID-19. There's probably going to be a lot of complaints about politics after COVID-19. What I'm asking you to do right now is hashtag pause the politics, and let's pull together. Let's focus on being positive with each other. Let's focus on the good things that are happening. Let's focus on the heroes. My heart goes out to all of you people out on the front lines. I'm grateful for you. For those of you that keep America rolling on, right? The Alabama song, 18-wheeler, or roll on. I forget. I'm gonna have to find somebody that might know what the name of that song is. But those frontline workers that keep America rolling every day. Thank you for you. I'm grateful for you. On a very serious note, I'm super grateful for you. Super sad. No baseball, right? Now listen, I am not trying to minimize the effects of COVID-19 on America or the world today. But, it's okay to have other feelings, right? So I knew somebody personally recently that was chastising people because their kids' sports were canceled or because people were complaining about this, that, and the other. It's okay to feel whatever it is you feel, right? I'm sad that opening day of baseball didn't happen yesterday, man. It's kind of a national holiday. It is for me, anyhow. I'm sad March Madness isn't going on right now. I'm sad we're not in the middle of the Sweet 16 this weekend. I'm sad about all those things. But I'm very grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful for the health of my family. I'm grateful that our leaders are taking action. We don't have to agree with all of the actions or inactions, but they are. If you're kidding yourself if you think they're just sitting around not discussing this and trying to come up with what they think is the best plan of action, right? So I'm grateful for all of those leaders. But again, my heart breaks for Major League Baseball this morning. Yesterday would have been a great day. All 32 teams were scheduled to play yesterday. So anyhow. In addition to pausing the politics and trying to be a part of the solution, what is it? Hold on. Ozzy wants to say hello to everybody this morning. He's in. Somebody posted yesterday should be National Take Your Dog to Work Day. But guys, let's be honest. Right now, every day is Take Your Dog to Work Day, right? That's it. Roll on 18-wheeler. Thank you, Brian. That's the song. Good morning to you, my friend. But the dogs are the big winners in all of this, right? Tell me if your dog isn't thrilled that you're home all the time right now. Ozzy's gone on more walks and had more petting and more fun because everybody's home right now. So absolutely loving that part of it. All right, there's some benefits to all of this. But again, I want you to find a way to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem. I'm not here to tell you. I'm seeing memes. I'm seeing people talk about, well, if you've been complaining, you shouldn't get a check from the government, or if you get your check, you should donate it. Guys, I'm not here to judge anybody. Let's pull together and support each other, right? Now's not a time to be greedy or political or any of those kind of things. Coach, what's up, buddy? How are you? Are you guys getting snow again today? It's good to see you, Chad. I'm glad you're on here. So a PSA for my real estate friends. And it's funny Brian Pate's on here. So a PSA for my real estate friends. I'm talking about it now. We'll talk about it at the very end. If you have not taken your CE yet and you want to save some money, because we're all working on cutting expenses right now, right? BrianPateSeminars.com. I booked a class last night for myself. I took my elective and booked it last night. They have regularly scheduled classes on that website. Two things to know. Number one, Brian's the best teacher that's out there. There's two or three others that I really like as well, Chris Barnett and some others, but Brian's the best of the best. And number two, when you go to his site, you're going to see a variety of pricing on different classes. You'll see some at $75, and you'll see some for less. The ones for $75 are classes that are offered by Superior School of Real Estate that are taught through Brian's, or it can be booked through Brian's website, rather. The ones that are less expensive are the ones that Brian teaches personally. I encourage you to go visit that website. There it is. Brian just posted it for us. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, again, we're all in this together. But I would encourage you to please go to his website, book your CE. He's found a way through Zoom and some other opportunities to go ahead and bring CE to you, and in a very fun way in your own home. So join us on there and go ahead and get your CE booked. Again, back to those people on the front lines. If you know somebody on the front lines that needs something, they need a meal at their house, anything like that, and you're here in the Wake Forest area, and if you know anybody that is, has a nurse in the family or anything like that, and if there's a way we can help, if we can send a meal over, drop a meal on the front steps or something like that, whatever that may be, please contact me privately, send me a message, allow us to be part of the solution, allow us to help you and your friends and your family, for those people that are going out every single day. Listen, I sell real estate, and I love what I do. It comes with its own trials and tribulations, and more often than not, we're really more psychologists than we are brokers, all right? But the reality of it is, I'm not out there cleaning bedpans and testing you to see if you've got coronavirus. I'm not doing any of those kind of things, right? I'm not in touch with the general public every single day. I am able to shelter in place if need be with my family. I'm very fortunate that way. Allow us to be a part of the solution for the people that you know. If we all pull together and you know a nurse, nurses shouldn't be home cooking meals right now, guys. We should be doing that for them. If there's a way for us to make that difference, let us know. Did you say 55 and sunny up in Orange, Massachusetts? There's a nor'easter coming in April, Chad. You wait and see, my friend. There's a nor'easter coming to Orange, Massachusetts in April. All right, enough about all of that. Again, winners of all of this are our dogs, right? They're the big winners. For those of you that are looking to still buy a home, right? So right now, there's a lot of people that want to buy a home or want to sell a home, but may not need to, and maybe they're tapping the brakes a little bit. I think we're going to see that it reflected in the numbers over the next couple of weeks. I've got a couple of interesting numbers to share with you in a second. I think we're going to see some must-haves still, right? There's people out there that must sell or must buy. I'm going to give you an example. We listed a house on, I think it was Tuesday morning at 8:30 or 9 o'clock and had it under contract by 3 o'clock. Guys, that was a seller that had to sell and a buyer that had to buy, right? That worked out really well for both parties. We've got another one we just listed on the same day that we'd love to sell, don't get me wrong. But my point here is there are people out there that life is still continuing on, even though they're doing it safely. They either have to buy or they have to sell for whatever reason that may be. We found ways, and many agents are adjusting the way they do things. This isn't proprietary to us. Certainly the people that you're working with, or if you're a real estate agent, you're probably doing these same things. But guys, as an example, we have a virtual home buying process that we can put you through. We took our first listing the other day, and we never even walked into the house. We did that listing presentation using Zoom, but you can use Facebook, you can use Google Hangout, you can do any of these things. You can have your buyer consultation or meet with your buyer's agent online. Safe for you, safe for them, safe for both of your families, right? Obviously, getting your listings emailed to you, looking at virtual tours, things like that. Yesterday, Wake County announced that there's going to be a stay in place, right? And during that, they also announced what was considered essential services. I'm not here to debate whether things are essential or not essential. They determined that all parts of real estate are essential. Building, showing homes, all those kind of things are essential. But let's be smart about it, guys. Let's be really smart. Again, for you must-haves, absolutely, let's go. We'll show you a home if we need to. We'll do it in a very safe way. Lots of wipes, lots of wiping down. Ask you not to touch door handles. We'll go ahead and open and close everything. We'll use a wipe and gloves to do so, those kind of things. But here's an idea. What if you wanted to see a home and you allowed us to go on our own and just do a video tour, and we can FaceTime you that video tour? Ozzy must see somebody out in the hallway. Guess you see my buddy. So what if we did that? What if we went ahead and we're your eyes and ears, right? One of our stellar buyer agents the other day sold a house sight unseen for an out-of-state buyer. Brought his phone with him, walked him through the home for 40 minutes on FaceTime, and sold him a $550,000 home or somewhere in that range, right? So safety first, right? But for those of you that are in a position of must-have, we're adjusting, as are all the agents. We're all adjusting in an effort to go ahead and and still move things along. Again, I'm not here to debate what's essential and what isn't essential. That's not what this is about. I'm just here to tell you that if you have a need, we're trying to find a way, in a very, very safe way, to fill those needs. So let's talk a little bit about what's happened in the market the last 7 days here specifically. I can't speak to all your markets. I didn't look at national numbers. This is very specific to our market. In the last 7 days, people are listing houses, guys. There have been 1,028 new homes hit the market in the last 7 days. What does that tell me? It tells me that people are optimistic. It tells me that some people have to sell their houses, right? 894 houses went under contract in the last 7 days. Those numbers are down. There's no question the numbers are down, right? The listings are up and the numbers of solds are down. But what it tells me is that we're still moving along, and there are certain, in a market like ours that is so vibrant, there are so many people that have a need, right? Again, we went over all the safety procedures earlier, and there's so many safe ways to do things. And I encourage you to be safe first. What I told my buyer agent team, let me share with you this. What I told my buyer agent team yesterday was, listen, just because they've given us the opportunity to continue on selling houses doesn't mean that we're out showing houses, guys. If you have somebody who has a need and they have to go by, and you find a good, safe way using the tools that we've talked about, and you want to go show them a home, go ahead and do that. But encourage them to please let you just be the only one there to do a virtual tour of the house, right? Let's keep our distance from people. Let's just be smart about it. But there are ways to do things. If you're not pre-approved, if you're not in a position where you have to buy, I encourage you to leave your buyer agent alone and just wait. Just watch the market, right? I'm not trying to slow things down. And for all of you real estate agents out there, I'm not trying to take business out of your pocket. Trust me, I'm not. What I'm trying to do is keep everybody safe and just be a part of the solution. Again, last couple of things I'm going to leave you with. The stock market yesterday finished its best 3-day rally in 89 years, right? It's a positive sign. Yes, I understand the Dow's going to open up down this morning. I get that. I watch it every day just like you do. But the reality of it is there's some good news out there. We're in the middle of a battle. We're going to get through this together. We're Americans, and we're going to pull together, right? I went back, for those of you that have joined recently, I'm going to tell you right here before I let you go, I'm asking everybody to hashtag pause the politics. Your political pointing of fingers right now is not helping the country. It's not helping the morale. A lot of people dealing with depression. A lot of people really sad and feeling kind of funky inside. I was that way for a week. Last week, guys, outside I was saying all the right things. Inside I was feeling a little bit funky. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I choose to be happy, and I choose to be a part of the solution, and I encourage you to do the same. At 9 o'clock this morning, for those of you in Wake County or in the Triangle area, log on to Brian Pate's website. If you don't, or Brian Pate here on Facebook, that is. If you don't already know what's happening with the stay in place, Brian's going to cover it very, very thoroughly. And he's going to really gear it towards real estate agents, which I think will be very helpful for some of you that don't want to read all the long things that came out yesterday. So I encourage you to go to Brian Pate's Facebook page here in just a few minutes. Number one, good morning, my buddy. Ozzy says hello to you too, Huey. But again, be a part of the solution, guys. Let's do this together. Hashtag pause the politics. Don't point fingers. Take 2 thumbs, point them at yourself and say, what can I do? What can we do to make America great again? Love you guys.